Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Falcon. So, as always, let's start with what the heck we are doing, which in this case is the date 2-2 if you're in periods 1 or 4, or 2-3. Did you notice how I almost wrote a 1 because I'm so used to it being January? It's already February. Can you believe it? All right. So, again, today what we are doing is reflections. We're still on those transformations, and this is going to be over x and y axis. We are just focusing on the x and y axis with these reflections. So first, let's review what a reflection is, right? So a reflection is a flip over a line. They are congruent shapes, points, whatever you want to call it. And again, we are specifically looking at over the x-axis and over the y-axis. We are specifically looking over the x-axis and over the y-axis. All right, so let's review what the heck those two axes are just real fast. So we're going to draw a coordinate plane. We are going to label up and down the y-axis, up and down the y-axis. And left to right, the x-axis. Again, some of you don't need this review, but it is not a bad thing to make sure that you know everything that you need to know before you do something, right? You know Miss Davy knows this. And yet, I am reminding myself. All right? Now, what I want you to do is we're going to draw a little tetra shape. You ready? I want you to take an L and put it backwards. Take an L and put it backwards on the top left part. Okay? We are then going to reflect it. Over the x-axis, so the left to right axis. So see how there's a little bit of space before the L starts to the x-axis? So we're going to copy that space. Then we're going to copy how long that L is. And it's not going to be perfect because, again, we are human beings. We are doing the best we can to copy that shape. It is not perfect. That is perfectly fine. Okay? But these shapes right here are reflected over x-axis. Reflected over x-axis. So remember, we have to have congruent shapes. They have to be congruent.